Hi, Surfer.
Hey Nick, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I think you're pretty wet over there, huh?
It's pretty wet. It's been raining now for 2 straight days.
Ugh.
And for some of you, maybe rain's something that normally happens. We don't get a lot of rain here. So one of my concerns living in Southern California is I don't have a river to go to. There's no lakes to go to. And so if I needed to get water, in any kind of an emergency, it's my neighbor's pools that I have to rely on.
Yeah,
Not
if
a
I
good
was your neighbor and you came and got my water, I'd be a little bit upset. A little bit.
I'm gonna wait and see how long it takes them to figure out that they don't have a way to filter it, and then I'll bring my filter over.
So make yourself useful where you're needed so they can't get upset with you.
Totally. So we have all this rain that's coming. We still have a couple more days of it. It's gonna start raining here soon. Maybe even while we're doing the live stream. So if it gets really loud,
Oh,
I might have to put some headphones on.
okay. So you want to welcome our guest?
Let's do it.
Let's see. Eagle Steve, hi, and Brandon,
Welcome.
Jack Gelman from Marion, North Carolina, and freaking awesome. Good to see you. And Craig, how are you? He's in Hawaii. I wonder if they're getting some weather as well.
They called this the Pineapple Express. I think he sent it to us.
Okay. And Ken of mine, she's over there in LA or California. I'm not sure where, but I believe she is as well. Hi, Michael. And Ken of mine, I hope you're staying dry. And Amy Harold, I definitely know is in California. So I hope you are staying dry.
I hope so too. We got Seymour Rivers. No more rivers. We're good with rivers for now. Atmospheric rivers, no more.
We have plenty of lakes and rivers here. But we have a lot of it's very wet over here as well at times. But believe it or not, we have no snow. It was 40 degrees today. 40 degrees.
That's crazy.
Crazy good, Surfer. Crazy good.
No, well,
I'm not complaining.
I may have a surprise to talk about later tonight. So
that'll be fun.
Pretty good.
Yo, fan and Gunny's quarter deck. Good to see you, Gunny. Grade 8 Scott. Am I missing anybody? West Texas Stacker, Azure Blue, and Victoria Roman Carter. I hope you're going to be getting that coin soon. Steve Woods. Gosh, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss anybody? Because I can't see.
Jack Gelman.
Yes, Jack Gelman. Yes.
Welcome,
it was hot there in it was hot in Texas.
Weather's all wacky. I saw today.
Hi, Check Stacker.
Someone is building a pool. They're digging the ground and building the pool in Minnesota right now.
Oh, in Minnesota?
Yeah, that should not be possible. That ground should be frozen.
Because it should be cold.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say in California, and I was going to say, well, it'd be a good time right now while it's getting some rainwater. They won't have to fill it up.
Right now, you'd have a mess.
People used to take their hoses and fill up their pools, but now, do you know what they do? Is they build their pools and then they have the water trucked in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I guess for like people that are in wells, so that way it won't burn up their well. Hi, Hampton Consultants. Are you warm there in Georgia? Because it's warm up here. I'll tell you. It was 40 degrees. Hi, Dan Root. I knew I forgot somebody up there. It was Dan Root.
So Craig's saying that it's just on and off weather. It gets cold at night, but refreshing in Hawaii.
Oh, I bet it is. If he wants visitors, just send the invitation.
Yeah, I'll find a flight if you've got a place.
Yeah. Yep, I'm there. I could take some vacation time. It's not warm there, huh? Brandon, it's 75 in Texas. So you've been busy.
We've got rain until Thursday morning is the expectation. So it's gonna be wet here for a bit.
I don't want to jinx it because we have no snow and it's warm. It's 40 here, Eagle Steve. And I didn't wear a coat to work this morning. When I don't have to start my car in the morning time, that's a good day. Because it's a really good morning when I'm leaving my house at like 7:30 in the morning and I don't have to warm that car up to get the ice and snow off. It's a really good morning.
Yeah, 75 in Texas. It is not that warm here. We're in the 50s.
But 40 here is like 75 in the wintertime. It really is. It is. So, so I say 40, but like 75. So you've been busy. You've been at a coin show. I've been anxious to hear about how this coin show went and to see if there was any trends that you've noticed from the last time that you were at the coin show.
So I got some cool stuff to show you guys that we're definitely going to do on what I picked up.
But why don't we go over
Yeah,
what's
let's talk about it. So real quick, I wanted to show you guys the price where gold's sitting right now and silver. So, silver's been struggling this last several weeks, but gold's actually been holding its own pretty good.
sugar?
So for me, I've actually been selling some of my gold and moving into some silver because I don't have very much silver. I know that's the opposite of a lot of people. A lot of people start off with silver. I started off with trying to protect some wealth with gold, which is why I got into it in the first place. So for me, I've been trying to pick up some silver. So this was the trend.
Oh, so junk silver then. OC Stacker and Brown Sugar Demon and Tiger Stacker. So since Tiger's here, do you mind if I show one thing real quick? Because Tiger sent this to me.
Yeah, do it. Let's see it.
Yes. And hi, Southeast Stacker. So he and his wife have some really cool channels. So I'm going to show you their channel stickers first. So this is his wife, Dog World and you, and it's really a great channel. If you're, pets and pet training, and it's a really good resource. And then Tiger.
There you go.
But then he sent me a channel round for each channel.
Well, look at that.
They're so well done. I hope my camera, come on. My camera's not going to show it really well. Oh, darn. This was the one for his wife's channel. And then this is the Tiger round. Oh, that's showing a little bit better, but not as well as I would like.
Awesome.
But thank you, Tiger. And please, everyone, visit their channels. And they're going to be put back up here behind me. So thank you, Tiger. And great channels.
So, Nick, these are on their way to you.
All right.
So there were a couple extra I held on to, but I signed a bunch of them. There's 50 of them that are signed and numbered. And if you sign the bottom of them, it'll be the first sticker that's signed by Nick and Surfer. And
it'll be the first sticker I've signed, period. Because I have never signed any stickers before.
I'm not going to make any more than 50 of those.
Oh, so one and done, so to speak, like 50 and done.
Yeah, I guess there's like 54 of them officially because they put some extra samples in.
Well, I want to keep one for me too.
Yes, you got to keep one. So we're gonna have to figure out how do we get those out to everybody. I don't know. We're gonna have to do some fun games or something.
Azure Blue said bin.
Bin?
Bin. These are going to be on us, but we'll have to decide how they get, because there's only 54. So, 53 considering I'm going to keep one.
Yeah, we're going to call it, there's 50 available. How's that?
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I did this recently. This is a magnet.
And those are neat.
So it's huge. It's a huge magnet. We'll talk about where this is going to go a little bit later.
Well, you got your face on my refrigerator.
Oh, goodness.
Because you always said it would be creepy just to go to somebody's house and be on their refrigerator. So we have no magnets on my refrigerator. I'm like OCD. So that's the only thing that's on there is Stacker's face. Not even my kid's face, but Stacker's face or Surfer's face.
Yeah, Mr. Nick's loving that one, I think.
Yeah. You can have one, Victoria. Yes. Maybe we should give them to the first 30 that are in here tonight. I don't know. Hi, Kilroy.
So what I did want to show you, I got some new videos that are going to come out, Nick, that are pretty fun from the show. I'm just going to show you a real quick. Let's see if I can pull up a really quick clip here. Yeah. I'm going to turn the sound down, and I'm just going to show you guys a quick sample of one of the things that came up. So the sound's down, but pirate treasure all over the place. So I'm not going to not going to give it away yet, but hopefully this week, or it'll be early next week, we'll get the actual video out. But it was really cool. They had all of these pirate weapons, so muskets and stuff that you would see off like Pirates of the Caribbean. And so this is the gentleman that I was able to interview, Sean. He's been on, I think, the History Channel and on a bunch of stuff for Disney. And
Nice.
they do
Hi,
shipwreck
Ruby.
treasures. So I'll show you the coins real quick. Okay, let's see right here. So I'll show you just this real quick. He had a whole bunch of these coins that they've pulled out of the ocean.
Where was this pirate ship, or was it a pirate ship that they pulled this out of?
Yeah, out of Florida.
Out of Florida, off the coast of Florida. Do you know whereabouts off the coast?
I don't know exactly. Some of it they may have pulled out themselves. Others are from some of these famous ships that they've kind of acquired. But anyway, there's a really cool video that I'll be putting out on that I think everybody's going to enjoy. It's going to be pretty fun. I like to mix it up a little bit, so it's not all just about silver eagles.
And what if it was just about silver eagles? I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just don't think it's as exciting as a pirate ship in sunken treasure.
It's not. But what would you do with your pirate booty? Would you put it in the safe and no one can see it? No,
that I think you put on the wall. You got to display that stuff.
Okay.
I think you display it. Now, a lot of what he was showing, and it's a massive display, it was like, the size of like 3 or 4 booths.
Oh, wow.
And I would say there was probably at least 100 guns there, maybe more.
Like real ones?
Real guns, yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know if that was the pretend, like.
All of them are real. Even OC Stacker actually, I think, sold a gun to him that was from World War I.
Now, is that considered an antique gun? Of course, right? Do they have different laws on how you have to sell guns? And I think there is something to that on Pawn Stars, where they.
So there's always a good way to do it. You've got to. Things get a little tricky trying to figure out price of things, right? Authenticity of it. Mm-hmm. Some of those guns look like they went back into the I'd say 1800s, maybe even the 1700s.
Oh wow.
You had a lot of the short handguns. I don't know what they call those. The pirates had the big openings, like little cannon blasters.
Black powder guns?
Probably all black powder.
Yeah.
And then Tiger Stacker says Pawn Stars has to be before 1900. It's definitely these guns. That most of the stuff was definitely before 1900.
Hi, Cosmic Creations. Good to see you, my friend. So the trend for you was junk silver, and you were getting some pretty good deals, right?
So I was, because of building relationships. So that's part of what I wanted to talk about today too. So I came home with junk silver, quarters.
Anything 50 years old is considered a relic. The easiest FFL license to get.
So I came home with a bunch of that stuff, and I came home with a little bit of gold too. So I happened to meet the guys that sell these guys.
Oh, okay. So, he has a store there in California. Oh, what is
area?
Very interesting guy.
And then this is the other one that they have out, the links that are in 10th ounce. Okay, so you got a link.
They should be coming out with another 10th ounce here shortly, correct?
The horse will be coming out soon too. Okay, can you guys see those?
And these in person are stunning. Stunning.
So I picked up a bunch of these at a really good price. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'm going to be putting these on eBay here pretty soon. For me, I'm doing a little bit of flipping to make some extra
coins. That's right, Pagan. Thank you, Silver Heist. Yes,
But
Kagan.
yes, Kagan.
Very interesting guy. Very smart guy.
Let
Hi,
me see if I
Dawn.
can
Good to see you.
my phone to work without dropping it. You're breaking it. I'm going to see if I can dial in with my phone real quick to give you guys a better view of these coins.
Yes, they're 1/10 Jack, and they're gorgeous. And I believe the Lynx was the first. Is that correct? In the series, and then it was the Bull, and now it's going to be the horse. But of course, the one out came out first, and following will be the 1/10. Hi, Red Light. Grab your chin. Oh, Sean. So, was there a lot of deals at this particular coin show, or would you say that the prices were high? Because we had a coin show in my area, and I was very disappointed in the pricing. It was very high. They were way too high. I wouldn't even give them a
So
second look.
what do you consider? What do you consider to be high for constitutional or junk silver?
Yeah, anything over. I'm not going to spend anything over 1650. We'll just put it that way.
Okay. So if you were at the show trying to buy junk silver or constitutional silver, you're going to pay about $19.50 to $20 per face dollar. That's the going rate for it right now. Now, if you saw any of my shorts, I paid less than that. But that's also because of building relationships. So one of the things I'll throw out there that's a benefit to having a stacking channel is you start to make networks with people. And so I have started getting into the business with some other people locally here that I know, helping them get metals at better prices than you can at, say, Hero Bullion, and being able to help them. And there's a little bit of a little bit of money that I'm able to make, not a whole lot. It's pretty thin margins, but in doing that, I'm starting to meet people that the main benefit is me being able to pick up silver at lower prices.
Right.
So
midlife crisis.
buy it at a much lower price. But at the show, you're looking at $19.50 to $20 face value, which I think is pretty typical right now. I think it's a little bit high. I do think you can get it for less, even without big connections. And I think, you can negotiate with this as well. I didn't see a lot of people there. I didn't see a lot of metals moving. So I think you could have done a lot more with that. Peer-to-peer marketing is still the best way to do business. It is. For a lot of you that know people that have metals that are looking to get cash, oftentimes right now you can buy at spot or below spot. That's what most of the dealers are buying at right now.
Hi, Jeff, Thule, Tiger Thomas, and Daydreamer.
Welcome, guys.
So when at our coin show, it was going about 22 to 24. Dollar face. Yeah, face. Dollar face. Hi, Rhonda. Long time.
That is high for me. I have a hard time paying more than 18.
Yeah. But look where I am too. Not many people are able to get out to a coin show, and they have to travel at least 2 or 3 hours. So it sometimes might be worth that extra couple dollars to be able to pick it up for them. But not for me. So, not for me though.
But for me, if you don't buy $2,000 worth, which I did not do, then it's 7.5% tax. Yeah, that would be awesome. I hope you bought inventory and kept it. So
I was invited, OC Stacker.
So Nick, we need you to cut. We got to get you out here next time.
I'm selling constitutional for 18.
So I think if to put it out there, I think $18 is a fair price to sell constitutional to people that I think it's a fair price to sell it to local people where you're not having to pay fees. If you're having to sell it on, if you're selling it on eBay, I think you're going to have to sell it for, probably around the same price, but you're going to eat all these fees. Yeah, so I think if you can get 18 right now, it's a great price to sell at. Buying, on the other hand, if you can buy it at 16.50, I think that's the best I've seen. I haven't seen anything below that. If you're going below that, you're probably buying from someone that is probably desperate and just needs to move it. You're
I
getting really
both.
close to. If you're at 14, I think 14's below spot. I think that's below melt. Someone
Oh,
have to
wow.
real quick, but eBay is killing me. Yeah, eBay fees, there's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if I can make this work, Nick. Let's see.
And it's true, Jack. Yes. And my state does. Whereas the neighboring state of New Hampshire does not. So, hi, Frostbite. Yes, Phoebe. And we heard that. I mean, it's the truth, though. And I mean, if you click on that advertising too, I mean, the fees just keep going up, up, and up. So,
okay, we're gonna see if this works. Uh-oh. Okay, are you hearing an echo?
Ohio does not. I would like to go to that Ohio show. I believe it's the end of July, in Ohio. I've heard great things about that coin show. And I know the Durbans are there and CoinOps is there. And I'd like to visit that one day.
Okay, Nick, can you hear me okay?
We can hear you. Yep.
Okay, okay, that should be better. Do you have any echo?
No.
All right, we're gonna figure out how to make this work.
Hi, Joseph. Have you been buying some ASEs? I know a guy that has a lot of ASEs for sale, but he sold a lot of ASEs.
So I'm going to show you a couple of good coins I found. See if I can get it to focus. I don't know. We need some technology. That's not going to work. All right, let's try this. So look at the condition of these guys.
Those are beauties.
Just give me a second. I've got a bad echo on my side. All right, we'll take that away. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so out of the stash, I was able to find a handful of them that were in pretty darn good condition. One of them looks like it's almost a BU condition. So that was kind of cool. And then I found a couple of these guys. You know what these are, Nick?
I sure do.
So they're not in the best of shape. They're in okay shape. But they were included in the stash. So this is a really, really worn quarter. And then I was able to find a handful of decent ones that were these guys. Standing Liberties here. So a few of these that actually had dates on them. So sometimes when you're buying junk silver, constitutional silver, you don't know what you're going to get exactly. And a lot of times you're going to get some worn stuff.
Wow, that's too bad.
But most of them are like this. A lot of 1956.
And I'm sorry, how much did you say you purchased those for Dollar Face?
1650.
$16.50. So that's pretty good. And
That's pretty good.
did they require you to purchase so much to get it at that price?
Yeah, I needed to buy a fair amount of it. So I've got a goal of getting $200 face this year.
So at this particular show, was it larger than it was last time? When did you go last time? How often do they have the Long Beach show?
They do 3 a year at Long Beach.
Okay.
And
Hey, Sergeant
I made it to 2 of their shows last year. I did not make it to the one that they had in January.
Are you seeing the same vendors, new vendors, or?
It's a lot of the same vendors. It felt a little more empty this time ago around. And a lot of them were already packing up at about 11 o'clock in
the second day or the first day?
Third day.
The third. Okay, so the 3-day show.
It's a 3-day show, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Thursday is the day to go if you want to make the deals. It's where, everybody's looking for specific coins. It's the day you have a lot of the dealers that are swapping back and forth with each other. That's a lot of the business that gets done that way. That's where you'll have someone that comes in and, is looking for, say, gold buffaloes, and they're trying to find out, what can I do? I want to get some. I've got other coins I want to trade for it, or cash. It's also the time where you'll get dealers trying to figure out how to, what I would call price collusion. They're trying to figure out what are they going to charge for all this stuff, right? So it comes down to all of that. So last year I made it to, I want to say it was May or June, and then there was one in the fall. So this is my third time being at Long Beach. The last time I shared a booth with OC Stacker and Viking Foundry, Family Foundry, had a booth, and so I was able to set up some of my stuff and display it. I've got a video of that on my channel, which is pretty fun. We were going to do it this year, and we just weren't able to work it out price wise. And so we're hoping that later this year, when you come out, Nick,
when is the next show?
I want to say it's June.
June. I don't know. Isn't June really? Isn't it hot there in California? I would melt.
It's not too hot.
Not too hot.
July and August are hot. That's where you can get to like 95 degrees at Disneyland. June, a lot of times we still have cloud coverage.
Mentally corrupted.
May gray and June gloom is what you hear. Oh. So the beach is actually pretty cold in June.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of sunbathing going on.
Oh.
That kind of starts in July. So our summer really goes kind of the middle of July until the end of September.
Okay. Yeah, ours is Memorial Day to Labor Day.
And then October is actually the best time to go surfing.
Really?
We've got some of the best weather. It's still warm. The water's been heating up that whole time. So it gets a little better. June's good too. But July, August, a little hot.
Little hot.
So, but we need to get you out here to come check it out. Get you some sweet deals on some constitutional silver or some walkers. Yes. I saw walkers out there.
You did? Well, how come you didn't pick up any?
I had a mission. I had to get more of this stuff.
I mean, who wouldn't want to pick up a couple walkers?
Well, last time I did. Last time I picked up a couple walkers.
Sergeant T. I probably already said the name Joseph. I saw some mentally corrupted. Yes. So maybe I'll just pick the walkers up from Tim.
Oh, when would you be going there?
Looks like I might be going at the end of February. It's leap year. So looks like February 29th, I might be having go down to visit Yankee and Tim. And I might be able to get back into this secret room and get back into that numismatic room back there that they keep telling us about.
So I would you guys like to see Nick go to Tim's? If you would, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know who Tim is, put a 2 down.
I think we kind of have a date already. This is a good question because I have not. But you know what? I would fly with it in my carry-on. I wouldn't put it in my luggage to be checked. I wouldn't check it with my luggage.
So
I would carry it on.
I'll show you something real quick. I'll show you what I've taken on the plane multiple times.
You're showing me. Oh, okay. So you know you're showing me. Okay.
Oh no, maybe I'm not gonna find it here.
Hi, shiny Min.
Okay, I guess I don't have it with me.
I am going to get behind the counter. I'm going to see if Tim will let me run the store. Hi, Chad. He might let me run the store. What do you think? I like that screen. Hampton.
All right, Nick, I think everybody wants you to go over to Tim, so that would be pretty fun, I think.
Goodness. I have to ask you, I rigged nor not rigged?
I think you got to wait on that one for a little bit.
Right now, I am not part of the Rig Nation right now. So, Tiger, if you want to record this, I'm not part of the Rig Nation right now because Tim's been really talking to me lately about the Patriots, and I've been seeing a lot of Patriots stuff in their videos. So, and if I'm going to go down there, I can't be part of the Rig Nation. If I'm going to be visiting with them, I got to be, good to my host.
Oh, blasphemy.
Yeah, I got to be nice to my host. Tim wants to meet you next. Now, well, I want to meet Tim, but I feel like that we're going to, just talk about sports the whole time, but we'll get a little coins in there. I bet.
You'll have to do a video on sports, on just the Patriots. And I think you got to do some fun videos. And then I think you've got to do at least one just Tim video with Yankee. That'd be awesome. Tim is president. We'll find out soon enough.
I don't
Nick,
know.
going back to
Paula, Paula said that she does fly with a good bit of coins. So I'm curious.
So I always fly with at least 2 ounces of silver.
Okay.
And then I usually fly with several
Do they
grams
bother
of gold.
you? Do they have to go through it? No.
No, I've actually, when I went to Tim's and Yankees, I came home with a tube, so 20 coins or 20 rounds. It was the talent rounds, and it did show up as some very dark black thing in my bag, and so they did search my bag, and I wanted to just see how it would show up and what the experience would be like. And I showed the guy, and he's like, "Those are stick coins." That's all the TSA guy said. He gave it back to me, and I went on my way. If you have a lot of money worth, or you don't want it to be searched, you can ask for a private screening when you get up to where you're putting your bag through the metal detector. And they'll take you into a private room where no one will see that you have a bunch of silver or gold with you. I have traveled with up to 10 grams of gold before, which is about $700, maybe $800, depending on where the gold price is. And I can slip that in my wallet, and they have no idea that it's there. What's in here?
Well, that's good to know, because I've never had to fly with that before.
Oh, okay, cool. I've got an unboxing that just arrived.
Oh, just now? Does your mailman come inside and deliver your mail?
It's my dad. It's actually, I had to send stuff to him to save sales
that's
tax.
Right. Sales tax, yes.
So this is the first time I'm seeing this.
Oh,
but here's the Napoleon.
Wow.
So I bought this a long time ago. It's been sitting in his safe. He just brought it down.
That's a beauty.
Pretty impressive. I probably should have picked up more than one of these.
Very nice.
Back of it.
Oh, that's beautiful. Maybe I should have got in on that, but Nick's budget wouldn't allow.
I don't know. Some of this, a lot of us have a little too much fun sometimes is the problem. Let me see what else is in here real quick. But I always travel with gold and silver when I'm going on a plane. When I'm just around town, no, I don't have a bunch of gold in my pocket. But I had to buy some Britannias to get the free shipping. So a couple of Britannias came in too.
Oh, nice.
Really nice. And these might actually start becoming worth more if the king is not around as long as everybody was hoping for.
I think he's going to be around a long time.
There you go. So those are actually really nice. A lot of the Britannias I have that are older, they have a lot of milk spots on them. These ones look pretty good. But yeah, I got to say that this one's awesome. If you guys didn't
That
pick one
is
of these up,
really sharp. That is
you missed
nice.
out.
It's
That
nice,
was
but
really
you know,
nice.
it's really pretty, and I'm like, ooh, it's pretty, but then it would go
I
in the
know.
safe,
What are
and
you
we'd
gonna do
never
with
to
it?
see it again. So it's like, you know,
Well, okay. It's the same thing when you have the constitutional or junk silver, right? This stuff. Um,
yeah,
it really is important on how much you pay for that, right? Because if you if you're paying $20 face value and you could have purchased it for 16 or 17
mhm,
or 18, it does add up. It does make a big
it's
difference. And
on.
so not only do you not want to pay over for, for fun coins like this, don't go too crazy on this stuff. Um, but you need to make sure the other stuff you're buying or the stuff you're buying that is just like gold, like silver bars,
It
for
is.
example, you want to make sure that stuff is pretty darn close to spot.
It is. Yeah, it really kind of is.
Yeah. And actually, even though it's Napoleon.
I mean, I'm
So
taking donations. I mean, but I just the Nick's budget wouldn't allow it. No, I didn't have enough bottles to take back this week for that piece. I
oh
took bottles back yesterday, though.
man.
I really did.
So Nick, one of my goals is constitutional junk silver this year, right? Do you have any specific stacking goals this year?
Just steady and don't go over budget.
So you've set a budget for yourself.
I have. Yep.
Okay.
And
And
sometimes it's
okay, go
and
ahead. Sorry.
it's been ASEs right now. That's what
Okay.
I've been purchasing. ASEs, yes. For the price.
And
Yeah.
what are you able to get ASCs for?
Between 26.50 and 27.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, so as long as I can keep getting ASEs for that price, I'm gonna continue stacking the ASEs right now.
And are they BU condition?
Apps they're brand new. Yeah, they're 2024s.
Nice.
Yep.
That is really good.
2023, 2024s. Yep.
So I'm curious, everybody that's watching right now, are you guys finding good deals on American Silver Eagles? And are you stacking them? I'd be curious to see what price you guys are finding them at.
Oh my gosh. I just seriously. Are you kidding me? They're not even in the playoffs. They're not even in the Super Bowl. They're not even on the field. They didn't even show up this year, and I can't get away from it. They didn't even show up.
I know, not a good year.
Oh, and Hampton
Um,
Consultants is in the chat, and Paula's in the chat, and Paula is a huge 49ers fan. Huge. Yes, because you know how Steve told us the story about the pilot, and he flies for the
yes.
team owners. So, yeah, which was a really neat story.
Is are you getting another flip coin?
I don't know. I'm paying spot for ASCs. Yes, you are. Hampton Consultants has been selling, I'm talking like 1,500 ounces of ASEs and continually getting more. But he's been doing really well with those. But they're
That's great.
not, they're the older ones as well.
Yeah, at spot, you can't really go wrong picking up any kind of silver eagle, even if they're not in great condition.
Seymour bought a few, he picked up a few today. I'm working on the flip coin for Nick. Oh, thank you, Hampton Consultants. Oh, Sean. I am going for the 49ers, though, in this Super Bowl. I do not want to see the Chiefs win. That's just my take right now.
So I think I know how Gold Maple got his or her name. I don't know if it's a he or she, but
It's a he, and he is in Canada.
he loves the maples. So there you go. Maples are great, guys.
Yeah, Steve is selling tubed ASCs uncirculated, but they are that's pretty.
Here's a fun maple with a little dog privy on it.
They're 215 and prior, though, is what Steve has been selling.
So I think this is a 2018 anniversary coin.
I thought there were two. It was this 18?
Yeah.
Okay. I have the
Well, I
Bigfoot
think so.
one. I have the Bigfoot 2014 and prior. Okay, excuse me. Yes. Year of the dog. I do have the Bigfoot privy. I do. I was able to get one of those.
All right, Nick, I got a test for you too.
Okay.
Can you tell which one's fake?
Oh, let me see.
I can hold it steady.
I can't. You don't. Wait. You're gonna have to hold it steady for me. Oh, I can't see the other side real good, but I'm one. Left. Yeah,
This one.
that's the fake.
Yeah.
Oh,
That looks pretty darn good, doesn't it?
it does.
So watch out for fakes out there, guys. So
It
you
is
know,
hard to see through the plastic and through the TV, though.
it is, but even in
You were
person,
right.
it's just that it looks like it's nearly perfect, which means it should be worth a lot of money. And when you test it, it's not in the brackets,
I
but
did.
it is. And the fletching's wrong on the arrows. It's the wrong year, but it's stuff that your eye would not pick up on. There's nothing your eye can pick up on unless you're a
But I
pro
mean, they've
at
gotten
Morgan's.
really good on the fakes. I mean, really, they really have gotten good.
It's very
Put my
true.
glasses on. I know. Oh, see, and I should have put my glasses on.
Oh, glasses might help a little bit.
It might help. I should put my glasses on. And I'm glad that I made you big because I was like squinting.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe
Oh
I
my
should put
gosh.
my glasses on.
That's funny.
But it's true, OC. Yes, I should have my glasses on. I should.
That is funny. Well, so here's the deal. I think right now is such a good eagle time. So that is kind of the two things I'm looking at for this year: constitutional silver and silver eagles. I don't have very many silver eagles, so I'd like to start stacking those. I think I've only got maybe like 80 silver eagles total.
You only have. Oh wow! You should start.
Yeah, I'm just going to start doing it. I have not really been a silver guy,
I think
so
you have a
I'm just
Sigma,
getting
right?
started with that.
You have a Sigma
Yes.
machine.
Yep.
Yes.
But you got to use it. So sometimes you're in a hurry and you don't always use it. So you've got
Steve
to
was
use it.
curious what the composition was.
I don't know. I haven't taken it to the X-ray
Okay.
machine yet. I need to go take it down to the coin shop and do that, and I'll do that soon. I am going to start going and doing some LCS visits on a regular basis. I've got a new LCS that actually has watched my channel before I even talked to him, which was really cool. And so we're going to start doing some LCS visits, and I will take these 2 coins to have him check it out and give him his thoughts on it. Oh gosh, don't answer that right now.
I was gonna put I just saw something up there and I put it on OC's comment instead by mistake. But Seymour said he got 1996s, and I'm always on the hunt for 96s because it's a key date, and then also because I graduated in 96. So, but I have a good little pile of them in pretty good condition as well.
So
Oh,
here's an interesting comment too, Nick, right here. Cole Morgan's over ASEs. What's your thought?
whatever you like. Pick up what you
Let's say
like.
they're the same. Let's say they're the same price. What would you do?
I would buy the ASEs.
So I think that comes down to total preference. I think that one's a
Yep.
complete preference, and it depends on how coal it is. If it's got a big old hole in it, that's a no-go for me.
Right now, because I'm getting the ASE so close to spot. Otherwise, if they were over $27, I would be buying the generic as close to spot as I can get it because I want to buy cheap. But right now, there's not much of a premium on the ASEs. Now, the older ones, maybe, yes, but not the 2024s right now. I think the cheapest I have paid was $26.54, and the most I paid was $27.50.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then we had a comment here too, Nick, on price. I was able to pick up my Sigma for $900 last year.
Was that on
So
sale? You purchased that secondhand
I
from someone.
I purchased it brand new from Guido.
Oh,
Stacking.
wow. Okay.
Or as far as I know, it was brand new. It came in the plastic. It came with everything. I think it was straight from there. So maybe someone had ordered a bunch of extras and needed to move them. But they can cost up around $1,200 to $1,500 usually. So if you don't have one and you would like one, look around for them a little bit. You want them to have the wands on it already. They have to be recalibrated and sent in if you don't have the wands. So you want to make sure you have those. And the other thing is sound. The fake one doesn't have the right sound to it either. So you can get things like the pingers for a lot less money if that's going to be out of your budget. But frankly, if you're starting to get over the $10,000 range and you are going to be stacking metals, I do think you should start looking at a Sigma machine, maybe going out with a friend or a relative or something like that too. And that's the basic Sigma.
Okay. And do you take that around with you to the coin shows? I mean, if you
I
had it,
usually do. I
would,
forgot to
but
bring it for this. There's
okay.
no way I was gonna take it and do every one of these quarters and test it at the show. I know who I'm buying from. They are a wholesaler
Mhm.
and they are local. We have relationships and we're building relationships. So if I found something that was not real in there, I could pull it out. But he let me sit there and go through all of it.
Mhm.
With the quarters, it's almost a fill thing. You can fill through the quarters. It's not something that they're most likely going to be, faking. So I'm not too worried about going through that bag. Now, if I were buying from someone that came up, if I had a booth and someone just came out of the blue and I didn't know who they were, I would definitely be testing everything that came from them, including quarters at that point. You'll get a lot of people at these shows trying to sell kilos or 100-ounce bars and things like that. You have no idea without one of the X-ray machines if that thing is solid or not. So that's true. Sean is, an American Silver Eagle does have more silver in it, content-wise, than a Peace or a Morgan, and that's true, Paula. So the other thing, Nick,
Cranky stacker. I think it's just, people's personal preference.
I think so too. So, for me, stacking's been an adventure. I started off buying way too much of this stuff.
Jack, that's going out tomorrow. I have it all ready to go out.
Oh yeah, sweet.
It's just by my post office, and by the time I get home from work, the hours just don't jive. Not when your post office closes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, that's not good. But Nick, I bought too much of this stuff when I first started stacking. I've been selling a lot of it on eBay and buying for more weight. And it's fun to have a few pieces like this, but if you have majority of your stack is more higher premium, I'd recommend at least watching a few videos on it, trying to understand a little bit more about what your strategy is, why you're stacking silver in the first place, and what are you trying to do with it.
And I wouldn't be buying much silver right now if it wasn't because the ASCs were, such good price, because I'm not stacking for the weight.
What are you stacking for?
Well, I'm buying gold right now because I think I have enough weight in silver.
So what would you recommend if someone was just getting started in stacking? What were some of the first goals you looked at?
Well, I didn't really start stacking. I started with collecting walkers.
Okay. So you started off as a collector.
Yes. And yes.
And then what kind of changed you into wanting to do stacking?
Oh, I don't know. I guess because I had finished my walker collection and then I started buying ASEs, and then it just turns into start stacking. Just kind of progressed into that.
I think that's how a lot of people get started. They get started either collecting, they get started, after I don't know, this is a coin I have sitting here, a Bugs Bunny fan. That's probably
Yeah,
not
I'm
very
not into that
realistic,
kind of
but
stuff. Yeah.
you might have someone that likes Bugs Bunny that is doing it. This was less than an eagle when I bought it, and I can sell it for more than an eagle now. So I'm flipping those on eBay, and then I'm buying eagles, and I'm actually making some money off of it that allows me to get more eagles. But some people are looking to flip. Some people are looking to find creative pours and art. I think others are just going for whatever weight they can get, the least expensive thing.
Yes and no, because when I started collecting, it wasn't for financial. It was because I loved collecting and I loved coins and I love the numismatics. So when people ask if it's for financial, really it didn't start out that way. It was just for the love of coins. So when I'm asked that question, it's hard to answer because yeah, it turns into an investment later, but that's not why I started or why I do it. It was for the
That
love
makes
and the
sense.
learn and because learning, I love to learn about the coins. I love to learn the history. I just love to look at the coins. I mean, it's just all about it so much more than just financial. I think there's financial benefits later, but in the beginning, it's not about financial.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do it for different reasons, and they start off with things, and I think a lot of it comes down to the preference. But what I can tell you is those that are watching this YouTube channel or any other channel, you start to find that there's different reasons out there, and you start
Hi,
to learn
Bonnie.
and you start to decide and try different things. The question that came up earlier, though, on the Sigma machines, there's lots of ways that you can
Yes.
test it, but I haven't had anything fake show up as real on a Sigma machine.
Yes.
And you can ping them, you can get the sound, you can put two coins together. Um, you can take it down to a store, a local coin shop that has other X-ray machines and other machines that can and determine it, and you can put it on your Sigma machine and go back and forth. But I've never had the Sigma machine give me a false coin reading. Now, if you have a really thick coin, you've got to use the wands, and as you start getting above like a 5-ounce bar, it's not going to be 100% accurate. You could have a little thin piece of something else in there.
Hi,
So you get
Paul.
bigger stuff, and you definitely want it checked outside of a
And Big
Sigma machine, in my
Sky.
opinion.
Yeah, I'm not on the market for a Sigma right now. Maybe later, but I do have a pocket pinger. And hi, Jamie. Um,
But Nick, I think a lot of it comes down to where are you buying from?
and I agree.
How concerned do you have to be about where you're buying from?
Right now, I'm not very concerned on where I'm buying from right now. I don't have to wonder. Sometimes it's from
That's good.
online bullion stores that, or from peer to peer that I'm very comfortable with. For example, the Durbans or, Can Collectibles auctions. So I'm very comfortable where I've been purchasing or from Steve and local auction that I've been finding a lot of great coins through my local auction. And they have a Sigma, and I know they test everything before they put it up for auction. Hi, Homestead
Someone asked
Aquarius.
about colored coins. I have a few that I bought early on. These are going up on eBay here real soon. But here's an example of one. I'm a crazy Star Wars fan. I know Nick doesn't have a clue what this thing is.
I really don't. Is it an anteater?
It's an anteater. Yep, it's the Imperial Anteater.
I don't know what imperial anteater means, but
But for you Star Wars fans, this is a pretty cool coin. I can't remember how many. It was like 50 or 100 of these things were made. Not very many of them.
Blue Moon B, do
Um,
you still collect
but
stamps?
I don't recommend getting these unless you love them. I mean, this is a proof. It was expensive. I'm going to turn around and sell it because I can buy a lot more silver with it. As a matter of fact, I can buy 2 tubes of Eagles with this thing once I sell it.
Or you could buy 4 lifesavers with it.
Yeah, they are pretty expensive. So yeah, that's probably true.
Hi, my silver journey, because oh my gosh, these guys and
So if I buy one and I send it to
Sure.
you, will you like light it up and we can do like a virtual fight on the screen? Is that what you're saying?
as long as I can play that song, Light It Up, while I'm doing it and just
Gosh.
have fun with it because I don't play
Oh
with
man.
swords.
Well, they're not
Because
really
I
swords.
think
They're
sometimes I see a lot of coins and stamps do go hand in hand.
yeah, there you go. So I
I do
don't
see a lot
recommend
of
getting stuff
color.
that's highly colorized, guys. Rarely do you find one that looks really nice that's colorized. Oftentimes, I kind of wish it didn't have the color on anything that I have, but I do have a little bit of that, but not a lot. It's a very small portion.
I like boring. I like boring because I want it cheap and boring. But I
That's
wanna be able to carry as much of it as I can with me if I have to leave and go somewhere. What? What'd I
no,
say now? What?
I I'm not gonna nothing.
Is it a it's not a lifesaver then.
No, lightsaber. It's
Saber.
okay. Yeah, lifesavers. That's what we put in your mouth. You eat the candy, right?
I I don't know what you guys' toys are called nowadays, I just don't know.
Uh, well, some dude has made a real one that like will melt metal and go right through it, which is kind of cool, but very dangerous. I know. Cut someone's hand right off. Yeah, that's what happens. It's dangerous. Be careful.
I mean, am I in the twilight zone right now? Are you talking about a sword? You talking about a sword hurting people?
It's more like a really,
Looney
really
Tunes
bright
is
flashlight.
this is Looney Tunes. And your mom and dad are in town. That is so embarrassing. Where's your mom and dad right now?
They're in the
Oh,
other room. They're talking to the grandkids. They're talking to the grandkids.
I
So
know.
I agree.
I keep saying I'm going to watch that movie. What is it called? Star Wars. There you go.
Star
The
Wars, yeah.
Force. Yeah, I do know. What is it? I am your father. I do know that line. That's the only thing I know from them.
What
And I
does that
think that
mean? Who says
everybody
that?
knows that one. Yeah. Gunny Gunny plays with swords too.
Oh
Oh,
my
but he does.
gosh. Well, I it's kind of a guy thing. A lot of us have guns. A lot of us have swords. There you go.
Oh, I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Well, this is a good night. We wanted to
Uh,
hear about what was on trend at the coins show and
yeah, so here's the main thing I would say, Nick, is it was a great show,
the
but it wasn't
green
as good
dude.
as it could have been because you weren't there. We got to get you
Well,
there next time.
I'm gonna come out there, but we'll also at the end of the month we'll be at Tim's store, so that'll be fun.
Well, that's a surprise.
Oh, that's a surprise, guys. Don't tell anybody else.
No,
Okay, this is gonna stay right in this little YouTube screen right
so
here.
I made
Hi,
these. We're gonna
Angie.
see how many of these we can get to stick to Tim's safe.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bring my stickers, and we'll ask Tim who he would rather have, your stickers or mine.
I don't know. I just I have an epic vision of what kind of video is going to come out of this thing. I think it's going to be pretty sweet.
I know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna be like, you guys go make your videos, you guys go play with your swords, make your videos, and I'm gonna go back here in the back room with the numismatic coins, and I'm just gonna sit back here and look at these coins, and you guys do whatever you want to do. This is what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be like, can I just go look at the silver? You guys go
But I
sword
need
fight.
to I'm hoping that you can I'm hoping you can surprise certain people like Yankee or something would be really fun to surprise.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on that one because my plan the time you went before didn't work out so well though, did it? Because he was there first.
Yeah,
I
we may
suggest
have to do a little bit of
you
planning
pitch in
there.
a tent and you sleep in the tent outside Tim's store, and then you go inside and wait for me to come. And then you could be there earlier, and then but I'm not sleeping outside in the tent. Not on the
No,
pavement.
not at this not in this temperature. That'd be hard.
What about the attic? Well, I don't know. Does he have an attic? I just know that there's a back room back there that is high 710 that is just, it's like the numismatic coins that they don't really show a lot. So I'm hoping I can get back there and hang out by myself if I could just hang out by myself, I'd rather. So I can study and look and get, have sometimes,
Well, my
coins.
question to Tim's going to be, does he ever pull that stuff out?
I'll bet he
When you
does.
go
I
there,
bet he does.
there's not like displays full of coins to look at.
Well, and
There's stuff everywhere. He actually
there's
just has one little case that he pulls a few things out and kind of stages it. But
yeah.
I think there's a lot that he has to pull out. He just doesn't pull it out all the time.
Well, can you imagine he pulling everything out? Have you seen that store? Just in the videos itself, he needs to pick up. I'm going to go down there and say, Tim, you need to organize this chaos. I cannot work in chaos.
On there for like 20 years.
I know, and
mail sitting there.
And I won't say it out loud, but he's got a sticker on the back that I noticed just this past time, and it was okay, I don't care, but it said, "When I die, don't let me vote Democrat."
Oh no.
That was the sticker he had on that I just saw that was standing behind Tim on one of the videos, and I just thought that was hilarious. Isn't that just so Tim? Do you hear that?
It totally is Tim. It totally is. So bring some tape so you can tape some of your stickers up on that safe, Nick.
Oh yeah, because I have stickers. I'm just gonna peel. Do they really stick though? Can you peel the things off? Because I don't think
if you do stick it up there, it may not come off. So.
Well, with alcohol. I do have a question. Have you know how on slabs and stuff, sometimes you get these at auction and they have the stickers on the slabs? When you pull the sticker off, I've been taking them off sometimes with a hair dryer, so the glue will come off with it. What do you guys do if you're not able to get all the glue off on the slab? Lemon?
Lemon, but just a little bit.
Just a little. I don't dare to do that though.
I wouldn't put it on your coin, but on the plastic, it'll be okay.
On the slab to get the glue off. Are you sure? Okay.
Just a little bit, and then wipe it off after that.
I know, but see, I just never do anything just a little.
It's just like dipping it in lemon juice.
I'm like, that's just I'm go big or go home. It's just like I just can't just do a little dab will do ya. This little dab will never do me. I feel like I have to do the whole bottle.
So okay, somehow our chat has gone completely Star Trek on us.
Oh,
so we started off with like pirate swords to lifesavers to lightsabers to swords, now to like Star Trek.
What's the difference between Star Trek and Star Wars?
Uh-oh. You're gonna blow up the chat now. Oh man.
Do they have Star Trek? Oh, that was the one with a spaceship. Like Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk, yes.
Yeah.
She's fired. Sean fired you.
Star Trek is better. Look at Kidwine. I'm sorry, you guys. I would rather be swimming than watching the movie. I want to be out in the pool. I want to be outside. Oh man. Okay, well, hilarious. It's been an hour, and his folks are in town, so we just wanted to get do at least an hour tonight because it's been a while trying to get him back into it.
Yes,
anyway.
It has been tough. So
Saturday. So what are we going to do Saturday?
I don't know. I got to figure out what we're going to do for Saturday. Anybody have any ideas? Send us an email.
No, we're not going to be watching Star Trek.
No, we're not doing that. I think YouTube will shut the whole thing down if we do that. But
Trina,
I got a couple ideas. I'll work on them. I'll send you some notes.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.